different things. So you have to understand the paradigms. You have to understand to play the game. And that's how you make men happy. And I know very well, like, and this is why you see these TikToks, right? You see these TikToks. Me and my man went on a break, got back together. He fucked 20 girls, and now he's crying because I went on a date. Yes, completely yes.
Bro.
The damage level is different.
So the most unprofessional political podcast on the fucking internet, Project VO Pod. I'm your host, Jake Varr, and today we're going to be reacting to Andrew Tate versus Brittney Renner. And this is some sly-ass stuff, man. This is some good stuff right here. So in this clip right here, Andrew Tate's basically giving Brittney Renner a run for her money, giving her a little bit of advice about how a woman should please her man and how men think when it comes to a woman with a checkered past. So good stuff. Let's take a listen to what Mr. Tate has to say.
You could possibly ever get and have ever gotten. Because a man is jealous. I'll tell you something. I used to say this to girls as like a joke. And I used to say, truth in jest. I used to say, no, but I say it as a joke. I say, you cheated on me before I met you. And she'd be like, what do you mean? I didn't even know you. It's like, yeah, you fucked that guy before I even knew you. You cheated on me. And they used to laugh, whatever. But that's how men think. That's the male mind. Like, I love you, and you've been fucked by who? But I didn't know you. I don't care if you knew me. You should have waited. What do you mean? But that's the male mind. So he is in competition with all of your exes and all of your lifestyle and all the things you've done permanently. And it's down to you as a woman to sit there and go, how do I make him secure in himself and secure in his masculinity and make him believe that investing in me is still worthwhile because I still truly value him, despite the fact that I could do X, Y, Z. I hope that gives some clarity, but that's
okay, so no, he's right on point there. A lot of men do think that when they get into a relationship with you, guess what? They're getting into a relationship with your past. Okay, that's really what it is. And a lot of people might say, oh, well, you're insecure. You got little dick energy. That's not how you go about with women. A woman's past is a woman's past. It's not. It's all fucking lies made up by the mainstream media, by Disney, your Marvel movies, all that bullshit that they fucking feed us to convince us that you need to treat women like they're fucking princesses, and women only look at you as how you should provide for them, right? Women are brought up in a way of what a man should do for you, and men are brought up in a way of what you should do for a woman. But nobody's telling men how a woman should act. So on point right here, dude. And you might say, yeah, of course, insecurity might come in, but it's not insecurity. Okay, it's really not. Here's the thing. A lot of these men that think this way, look, you're not insecure. The point is that it's biologically programmed for a man to mate guard. Okay, if you're looking at a woman and she has a checkered past, guess what? You're thinking of it logically. Okay, it's not insecurity. It's insecurity, but in a logical aspect. Okay, it's not the same insecurity that they say, okay, well, you're just insecure because you're an incel or some stupid fucking language that they want to call you. That's not the case right there. And Andrew Tate basically says, like, this is how men think. This is the natural biological way of how men think, and it's completely 100% true. So it's the same aspect on how, again, women look at the future, men look at the past. Okay, so if a woman is out there showing her body on Instagram, guess what? We're gonna look at that and be like, you know what? Maybe she's not. I'm not gonna take her out to meet my mother. Okay, she might not be wifey material. Now, if you're a man that doesn't get too much pussy, you might be like, you know what? Yeah, that's wifey for me. Okay, you don't have too many options, depending on how hot she is, etc. So there's a lot of clarity there, but let's get back to this. So Andrew Tate with the bombshell on that one right there.
That's the answer.
So do you know what I would have said? I would have said, for anybody in that situation, come off social media and just raise your child.
Oh, right on.
So the person who meets you's got nothing to. Like, I never knew you. I never knew who you were because
no, 100%. Social media has really destroyed the dating market, 100%. Because obviously women, and I've seen fucking fat whales on my Facebook posting bikini pictures, and you have a bunch of these fucking loser simps telling them how beautiful they are and love your curves, and these chicks weigh like 200 pounds, and they're fucking turned on by it. Loser men, they're getting validated by that. But even those fat bitches ain't fucking those dudes. All right, they ain't fucking those dudes. They might fuck a dude that maybe he doesn't have a lot of money. Maybe, you know, he's somewhat good looking. He'll fuck that whale on a fucking slow Tuesday night, and that's about it. But she'll take that and think of it as like, yeah, she's getting validation from men. That's the whole point. And social media has definitely created that. So let's get back to the video.
I've never heard of you before. So when I spoke to you, but the way you're saying like what's on the internet, let me just say, you're a nicer person than what you sound like what you perceive to be. Mm-hmm. Like you were saying, oh, that Pearl's got, oh, there, she's a whore, and I've heard the name, but I don't know anything about you. And I was saying that if you didn't have nothing on social media about your checkered past, and you met somebody the same way how I met you and I conversed and I got to know you, is the same way that they would.
Yeah, and it is interesting, and it's also back to the masculine and feminine, right? Because I'm all over the internet, and supposedly I'm misogynist and I'm evil and all this crap, right? But if I meet a girl, even if she disagrees with me, in fact, I'll say this. I've never, ever met a single female who's ever come up to me and disagreed with me. Every woman comes up to me and loves what I says. But let's imagine I met this imaginary girl. She's sitting. And if I were to have a 10-minute conversation with her, by the time I explain the level to which they tried to destroy me, how they tried to freeze all my bank accounts,
fucking Andrew Tate, man. Let's just imagine that I'm a fucking average man. Yeah, I got you, bro.
These illegal charges against me, put me in jail for things I didn't do, put a travel ban, take my passport, all this garbage. By the time I explain how hard they tried to hurt me and
she's going to want to suck his dick.
She'll want me. Yeah. She'll be like, you can't kill this guy. And that's going to be it.
Suck his dick,
say a bunch of shit.
Bone dry after that.
You're the man. So
yeah,
it is about experience, and it is different. And that's a really good point about social media. Social media amplifies all of this shit. It amplifies all these problems. Everything we're discussing, everything we've discussed back to the beginning, from status to promiscuity to your past, it's all social media. Without social media, a lot of it goes away.
Yeah. And I think that's why me and my man last so long, is that he doesn't do social media, and there's nothing on there about me.
I feel like.
And so this woman right here on the left, she's like 54, something like that. She's been married for like 32 years. And so she's saying, yeah, my husband don't do social media. We're normal people. We're average people. And I think like later in the podcast, this woman on the right over here that you see, she's a hardcore feminist. She's fucking annoying as hell. But she states at one point saying that I have more options than you, bitch. Dude, she's a 54-year-old. She's already been out of the game. She won. She won the game, okay? She got married and then kept that man for 32 fucking years. She won. She won the game as a woman. And this woman right here, she's like I think she's in her 30s, and she still can't keep a guy. She's just getting older, and nobody's gonna want her. She's getting older. She's riding the podo stick, fucking on dudes right there, and nobody's gonna actually want this woman. But again, this particular lady right here is thinking differently, thinking that the more men that you can attract, therefore your value's up. Complete opposite, okay? You as a woman, your game is to get out of the game and stay out of the game. That's the game of a woman. Get out the game. Get out of there. Don't do that. Get married, have a ring, have a house, have kids, etc. That's your fucking game as a woman. This woman has yet to do it. But she resorts back to what makes more of a masculinity point of view on things. Anyways, let's roll on. But this chick right here in the red, she's fire as hell.
I'd like to answer your question, too, because I have had people say that as a solution. And it's like, you can run, but you cannot hide from the truth. Mm-hmm. And I have shared why my voice has been so impactful and will continue to be impactful is because I have put myself out there and I have been punished for being honest. So it's like I have been given a platform and a voice.
She says she's punished for being honest. Well, you know what? She was honest about her past, right? She sucks a lot of dick. She wrote a whole book about how many celebrities that she's fucked. So she is being honest, and she's saying, "Oh, I'm being punished for it." Well, no, you're not being punished for being honest. You're being punished for being a slut. You're being honest for being promiscuous. You're being put to the stake as a woman that is beautiful, gorgeous, especially young at one point, and you should have been guarding your vagina, not opening it up to whatever fucking rapper, movie star, or athlete that you've had sex with. And this is why you are being shamed on, not because you're being honest. It's because of your past. It's as simple as that. But of course, she doesn't get that. She's thinking that, I'm just like Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's being honest, and he gets ridiculed and canceled, and I'm just being honest too. Fuck out of here, you fucking idiot. But yeah, that's Brittney Renner for you. So let's go back.
For a reason. Even sitting down in this conversation thinking there's not one person I'm probably going to agree with and probably going to want to leave, I've been called here for a reason. So it's like I can't go against what is in my heart and what I am coded to be. And that's why I feel like it's important for me to sit here and represent people who feel like me, because it's like I don't want to say I didn't choose. I don't even want to say that. I just feel like I don't see a lot of women under my umbrella who feel the way that I feel. I don't see opinions shared that would be worded the way that I feel. Nothing. I feel like a lot of my thoughts are very unique, and it's kind of scary because I have been through different things. I see the world in a different place, and when I even speak online, people think I'm fucking speaking Swahili.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I know exactly what you're saying, and you're making
so. So she's trying to talk nuance and everything like that, as if like her thoughts are so unique. I've seen several interviews. Actually, if you haven't checked out the one with Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit, she did a conversation with that guy, and all she was just this wild ass dumb bitch. At the end of that conversation, she actually ended up agreeing with a lot of what Myron said, and then like a week later, she went back to talking about how much dick she sucks and how all these dudes ain't shit and XYZ, dude. It is ridiculous, the crap that's coming out of her mouth, because she contradicts herself so much. She even had Deion Sanders brought her in to talk to a bunch of athletes about the other side of the game. Deion Sanders was totally being all simpy towards her, telling her how smart she is. And again, attractive women like that. Here's another saying right here: the bigger the boobs, the smaller the brain. Right? The bigger the boobs a woman has, that means more men are gonna treat her as if she's smart, as if she's special, you know, as if she's Captain Marvel or Rey from Star Wars, like she's a Mary Sue, you know. So they grow up thinking like, oh yeah, I'm perfect, I'm this and that, without ever have earned that mantle of respect. But this is what she is, and so she's thinking like, well, yeah, like I tell the truth, I'm this and that, like I don't get it. That's where she's coming from on that. Anyways, let's listen to more of this stuff.
Making good points, and it's just, I think that regardless of whether, like, we're talking about different positions. I compare everything to chess. I know it's annoying. We're looking at different positions on the chessboard, but the rules are still the same, right? Okay. No matter how bad your position is or how good your position is, you're still trying to achieve the same objectives. And you want the man to get high status, and you want the man to feel secure in himself. And I think it's very difficult. I can only talk from the male perspective because I am a man. It is very difficult. If I were to meet a woman who I liked very much, but she had X whatever, past whatever, my concerns would be, how do I know that I'm still the number one? How do I know I'm most important in her life, especially if I don't measure up in certain key metrics? And two, the second thing that's most scary for men is we understand that men are constantly after what we have. Like, your inboxes are all full. They may not be with guys you want to reply to, but guys are still trying to get it. Yeah. That's the male life. The male life is people are trying to take everything from me. And that's very scary. And you have to make your man really believe like that's impossible. If a man truly believes that nobody can take you from him, he's going to love you in a different way. You can give me 2 carbon copies of the same chick, but one I think might cheat in the right circumstances, and one I know no matter what would never leave me. The love I'll feel for this one is a different planet to the love I feel for this one, even though they're the same person, right? Because that's every man's biggest fear, is a woman cheating or leaving, because there's something visceral and something different about it. I know I talk things and I say men can do things and women can't and all this stuff, but like if a woman cheats on a man, that hurts the man at a level that it doesn't hurt the woman if the man cheats on her. It's different. It's different biologically. It's different evolutionarily. Like that's what men used to fight and die over. You talk to my chick. You look at my chick. His
dick off.
Yeah, it's like you demasculinize him on every level. Like, and this is why you see these TikToks, right? You see these TikToks. Me and my man went on a break, got back together. He fucked 20 girls, and now he's crying because I went on a date. Yes, completely yes.
Bro,
the damage level is different.
So
it's just
different.
a different thing. So you have to understand the paradigms. You have to understand to play the game, and that's how you make men happy. And I know very well how. I like to believe that I would know very well how to make a woman happy. And
hold on, Andrew Tate's just totally on fire on this. Look, here's the thing. Yes, when a woman cheats, it's nowhere near the damage as when a man cheats. Here's the thing. I'll tell you another story. I knew a guy, a friend of mine, acquaintance, as I would say. This guy had about 10 years with this girl. I think they were married, had a house, etc. I think he worked as an EMT. And one day he comes home. And he walks into his bedroom. He sees his wife with another man. Cold, dude, caught him red fucking handed. After a long day at work. Okay? Long day at work, he comes in. And I hadn't seen this guy in a while. I think I saw him at a bar randomly with another buddy of mine, and he was telling me that he was going to jail. Of course, I asked him. Now that leads back to this part of the story. He catches this guy porking his wife of like 10 years. And he went crazy. He went and beat this guy to an inch of his life. This guy went to the hospital. He almost died. Okay? He caught it. He beat the living hell out of this dude with a bat and shot him, actually, afterwards. He beat him, took a gun, shot him. The man didn't die. He did not die. And after everything was said and done, they were able to save his life. He was telling me that this dude was very close to dying, and if he would have died, he would have been charged obviously for murder. He got charged for attempted murder, and he went crazy. And I remember seeing this guy at the bar, and he was saying, "Yeah, dude, I got about like 2 months left. I tried fighting it, and they're gonna be sentencing me for, I think he said like 15 years prison." And I said, wow, dude, that's insane. And I think a lot of women underestimate the rage of a man. They underestimate how cheating really does. And I'm not saying that you should do that. Obviously, you should not go step to those measures. But this man did. 10 years of thinking that this woman loved him, admired him, respected him, all went down the drain. And this guy just lost it. Yes, he's in jail right now, or prison right now. And he did it all for what? Some fucking dumb bitch that didn't even fucking love him in the first place. And it wasn't even worth it. Obviously, when I spoke to him, he said he regretted it. And it's a sad thing. And a lot of women underestimate the rage of a man. Like how dangerous a rage can be for a man. And women's promiscuity destroys families. It destroys families. If a man cheats, honestly, vast majority of women will take them back. And not only that, they'll probably be more turned on to a man that they know can get other women, especially women that are more attractive than they are. It's just biology for you. But yeah, very interesting story on that. Anyways, side story there. Let's shoot back to Andrew.
Get to a certain level of grandmastery where if I get a woman, I will literally decide out of 10 how happy do I want her. Does she deserve to be happy 10, or should I keep her like crying half the time? That it's very conscious, and women don't think that way. But I'm saying if you're a cunning woman, you could be like that. You could be a bit more like, you know what? I want him infatuated with me. This guy ain't worth the time. That guy I want. And then when you're going to do that, just like the game of chess, if you play chess, it's not big moves that make you lose. It's small positional plays. It's that time you argued about your favorite car. It's the time you disagreed with him about the favorite band. It's the dumb shit that adds up. Whereas really, truthfully, if you're truly smart about the game, you can get him to a point after a few months where he's like, she's my soulmate. She loves everything I love. We think the same. Our hearts are connected. God. Boom. And then you're safe. Just don't fuck it up.
And you know what's funny? I think that's a stupid move. Like when chicks fucking just agree. And I've had girlfriends that literally, like I'm a big Tennessee Titans fan. They will literally tell me like, oh yeah, I love the Titans too. Or they'll tell me like, yeah, my family, yeah. They'll give me lies. Or I'm a big metalhead, right? So they'll say, yeah, I like metal too. Oh, I like that music as well. They don't really actually like it. They like me. They like me. They want to, they're sucking my dick. I'm fucking banging them. Therefore, they're just going to like whatever I like. And dude, that's a great thing. Honestly, I love that shit. That's the reality. They don't actually mean it though. They really don't. But again, women, if a woman really likes you, she's going to say that I like whatever interests you like. And that honestly, that's fire as hell, ladies. It's fire as hell.
Pick it up from there.
But I just feel like it's so contradicting to feel like what your overall message is, which is about truth. So it's like if my truth, like if it can be destroyed by the truth, it should be destroyed by the truth. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like why it's really mind-boggling to me, because I feel like how could you even be mentally, emotionally, sexually stimulated by a woman who is just agreeable and it doesn't have her own mind. I just don't see that.
That is exactly what every man wants. We don't want you to be complete robots. We're not saying we can't have a joke with you. We can't say we can't have a laugh with you. We're not saying you can't have a personality. But when it comes to things like agreement, there is not a single man in the world who's going to say, she's too agreeable. She just agrees with me on it. She agrees with me on all the important things in my life. She's too agreeable. I want someone else.
Fuck this bitch.
No. You're completely and utterly wrong on that point. It's a huge point. This idea that, I understand if you're a complete doormat and you set no standards, men might walk all over you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about agreeability and agreeableness as a whole. Men love the idea of an agreeable woman because it gives status and it makes the man feel like he's a teacher and it makes the man feel in charge and it satisfies his ego. And to you, they may be small, little, tiny points, but to him, they're a big deal. If I were to sit, I'm telling you right now, if I were to sit with one of my chicks or whatever, or my chick, and I'll just sit in the Lambo and say, Lambo's the best car of all of them. I prefer the Lambo. And she goes, I don't like that one. Da, da, da. I'm like, listen, I bought them all, and I fucking said this is the best one. Shut up. And it would annoy me because it's...
Okay. Of course, fire as hell from Andrew Tate. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Nobody. I don't know any guy that dated a chick that's fucking, agreeable as hell and says, "Oh my god, this chick's totally agreeing with everything that I say. I want a bitch that disagrees with me, that challenges me, etc. XYZ." Like no guy says that shit. Okay, they don't want a girl that they want to argue with all fucking day. And I'll even be honest. I had one girlfriend. I remember when I was younger. She disagreed with me on this. I said, you know what? Dragon Ball Z was catered towards little boys. It was catered towards boys, right? And of course it is. Any logical person that's ever seen Dragon Ball Z can know, yes, it's catered towards boys, all right? All the men are ripped as hell. All the men go out there and fucking fight, try to be superheroes, try to protect the world. All the women are hot. They're sexualized at points in the series. It's catered towards little boys, all right? Vegeta is literally a guy that has to fucking go over there and fucking train all day to try to fucking even match up to Goku. You know, that it's all about getting better and growing as a fighter. That's what men are. That's what little boys strive to be. The vast majority of men want to go out there, be strong, be powerful, protect, etc. We all want to be superheroes. All men want to be superheroes. All men want to protect the women that they love and the families that they love, the community that they love, the country that they love. That's what it is. It's catered towards little boys. She wanted to come at me and say, well, I mean, some girls like it, though. I like it. Girls like it, too. No, it's not catered towards little boys. No, it's girls. It was a whole fucking big old argument on fucking bullshit, dude. And that's the thing. It's like the little things, obvious things that you could say, yeah, I could see that. But the disagreeable bitches are the ones that just want to fucking argue, or not argue, but just disagree with even the stupidest garbage that is just obvious. Oh my God. Anyways, yeah, guys, I always say liberal chicks are fun. You want to aim for the more conservative girls to bring home to mother. That's all I gotta say about that. Anyways, I'll end that this pod on here on Andrew Tate, totally firing the shit out of fucking Brittney Renner. Anyways, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Project VO Pod. I'm Jake Varr. Out.